It's funny now that I think of it, that I actually read one of the best books in business and psychology on marketing and sales, but I still didn't become a millionaire. And then one day I was asking myself, like, why is that, man? I mean, even now I'm reading the book, Unlimited Power by Tony Robbins, and uh, sometime before I read his book, Awaken the Giant Within, which is brilliant. I really advise you to read it if you are serious about changing your lives. But the point that I'm trying to make in this video is that if I can help you save your lifetime, actually save your energy, save your enthusiasm and courage with that video by sharing my story, that would mean the world to me. So let's dive into it. One of the things that my dad would always tell me, and he still tells me that, is don't overthink. Don't think too much. Don't make things complex before you actually try to make something. And it is true. It is true. I totally agree with that, especially with the type of personality that I have. Researching, reading the books, market researches, opinions of key opinion leaders, interviews. I mean, I just love consuming content. I just love consuming quality content. Whenever I see a market report by Nielsen, maybe by any consulting agency, and I see it finally, neatly organized, all these insights, all these table charts, I really love that. But there is a downside to it. When you are so analytical, when you are so obsessed with consuming content, knowing everything before you actually dive into it, you fall for the trap of thinking, well, let me spend the next 50 hours of my lifetime reading every single piece of advice there is, every single piece of content, every single book, so that I could have all this information. And I promise I can only commit to doing that. I will not be scrolling through Instagram feed. I will not be distracted. I will only consume content, and I'll do it for the next 50 hours of my life. And after that, probably I will be better equipped and I'll be more ready to actually start my own journey. So that is the trap that we all fall into at different stages of our lifetime. And the answer is no. No. Because if the information was if the knowledge, raw knowledge, if it was the true valuable asset that you have, then scholars, book geeks, and I don't know, all these people, they would have been the most successful people on the planet. But if you actually take a look at the most successful people on the planet, these men all have one thing in common. They prioritize actions. They don't have that much patience to be sitting in there with all these books in their hands, reading these articles, while they actually can go out and try it. First, they start with smaller things. They try smaller things. Once they build their businesses, build their capitals, then they call it R&D. Then they call it pilot projects. So actually, it is more expensive for them to just be sitting and reading about it rather than going, making mistakes, adjusting their strategy, and after 3 or 4 iterations like that, actually getting the result. So if I can help you today internalizing that concept of not having 100% right decision, not having 100% right option, not making an ideal move, a perfect move in your life, and all that being just about making the next step and seeing a new picture, getting a new perspective, and then adjusting your strategy after it, again, that would mean the world to me. Although I don't have a vast entrepreneurial experience, but from my life experience and from some, business ventures that I had in my life, the most successful ones were the ones that, when I actually sat in my house and I was like so fed up with consuming content, and I was looking in the mirror and seeing, I was really disappointed and I saw nothing. I was like so desperate to start the business, to actually try out my concepts, my theories. And don't get me wrong, books and knowledge really helped me, because when I got into it, when I got into the world of, when I got into certain industries with my business ideas, I was able to navigate my path, to adjust, to adapt quickly than other people who even were in this business for a couple of years. I mean, I've tested it a couple of times in my lifetime, and I know that is true. But what actually set these people apart from me is that they started 5 years ago. I didn't start. You know why? Because I was reading books. And reading books really, if done properly, can equip you with the right mindset, with the right neural pathways. They'll help you think efficiently. They may help you, bring up this story of success, maybe of an entrepreneur, this genius marketing campaign, and you can utilize it because you have neural pathways that kind of search for cues in the world, and once they see and detect these cues, they apply the knowledge. But you still have to act. You will still have to fail to adjust your strategy. And when I think of the best projects that I had in my life, these were the projects where I was like, okay, I just got fed up with it. Let me just launch that Instagram page. Let me just launch that group. Let me just open that website. Let me just, put up this ad and, spending $5 on it. Maybe that works. And it works. So please stop consuming content. I mean, if you're watching that video, no more videos after that. If you have an idea of starting your own venture, that doesn't really have to be business. If you want, I don't know, if you like a girl and you want to get your shot, just go and do it. Because in the long term, you will not regret not doing that. I mean, you will regret not doing that. I'm sorry. You will not regret taking that shot. But you will regret not taking that shot. You'll be thinking, oh, what if I did this? And what if I did that? And there is no perfect solution to your problems. You just go, make one step, and then you'll be searching for the clues in the world, maybe searching for other options, other steps, and then you make it. I'm not making any money with these videos. I'm not doing it for monetization of my channel. I'm not selling any ads. I'm not really into it. What I really want to do is connect with you. If I could connect with you, I would be really happy. And please leave a comment. Again, to be honest, I'm not doing it to drive engagement for my videos, but I really want to hear about your stories. Maybe you're going through a period of time which I'm really familiar with, and I can give you advice for free just because I love to. And maybe you have already gone through the period of time where I find myself right now, and you could give me advice, and that would mean the world to me as well. So please don't just scroll through this video. Don't just like it. You can actually, if you don't want, you don't like it, but please leave a comment. Please help me get better. Please help me help you get better.